Well, this is a part of London I really like to be in. I mean, maybe not this precise 100% where I like to be in. Anyway, as we go around, anyone recognise it? Not the flowers, but where we are. Where's the clue? There's a clue, the mitre. There's a clue over there. There's a big clue over there. Ibis, London, Greenwich. Greenwich, Greenwich, Greenwich. That's a St. Alfred's Church. And, Greenwich is a lovely part of London to come to. If you're in central London, best way, as long as it's not, raining like crazy, is take the boat here. The boat stops over there. And then that's only a few minutes to, whatever you want to see here. There's all sorts of things here, actually. This here talks about, this might be a bit of an exaggeration, Greenwich, the Millennium Borough, where time begins. Well, I'm not sure if that's exactly true, but what is probably true is all of this kind of stuff. Greenwich, of course, Greenwich Mean Time, GMT. Greenwich is known as the home of time, a fame that springs from its historic role in the improvement of navigation and its links with the Royal Navy. And this goes on about all sorts of things. And of course it was the search for longitude, and I've mentioned this in previous videos, that was so important. I mean, latitude was easy to figure out, but of course, you need longitude and latitude to figure things out properly. And longitude took a while to figure out, but when it did, it made a big difference. And longitude, 0 degrees longitude, does of course go through Greenwich. Longitude is the north-south line. One end is the North Pole, the other end is the South Pole, and 0 degrees goes through here. And what's it say? As a result, by international agreement of 1884, longitude 0 at Greenwich became the universal prime meridian, the baseline of world time, as indeed it still is, I suppose. Very important. GMT, Greenwich Mean Time, and all of that. If you go up there, that's where the Royal Observatory there, and that's where they've got that line on the ground there, so you can have one foot in the eastern hemisphere and the other in the western hemisphere. But there's all sorts of other things here as well. There's a couple of markets. One of them is open every day, and I think the other one's just open on the weekends. So if you come here on the weekend, you've got a choice of both those markets. But there's all sorts of things. There's the Painted Hall, stuff about Henry VIII. The National Maritime Museum is over there. There's a statue of James Cook. Was it James Wolfe? Cuddy Sark's just over there. The Gypsy Moth. I mean, there's some history behind them. A scene from the film Thor was filmed over there. And there's a place called Goddard's that has the most awful food in existence, but always seems to be full when I walk past it. Like if you do want to try, like, I don't know, what you call it, that green stuff, parsley, and I mean, it's not parsley, it's some like green liquidy type stuff. I think it's revolting, but anyway, they'll have all sorts of, like, I think they have like cockles and mussels and jellied eels, that type of thing. Oh, and here's the entrance. Oh, this is another market. Greenwich, I was going to say Greenwich, because it looks like Greenwich, doesn't it? But we don't pronounce the W, so it's pronounced as Greenwich. Like there's no W there, but there is a W. So that's the Greenwich vintage market. I'm going to walk through it. I'm going to grab a coffee somewhere, and then onwards. Yeah, so Greenwich, totally. And it's also a World Heritage Site as well. I forgot that. It's kind of important. And say if you are in central London, like in the Westminster area, I don't know, somewhere around there, there are boats that kind of just go over there. There's two types of boats. There's the touristy ones that are also a tour. They'll tell you about this, that, and everything else, which is fine if you want that sort of thing. But then there's others that is that the train line? And then there's just regular, if you like, commuter boats that that kind of go down as well. But of course, you don't have the commentary. And there's buses as well. But honestly, if the weather's like this, I'd take a boat. I really would. I don't know how much they are, tenner or something. Alrighty, bye.